Hey everybody, I'm Anthony and I'm going to review the 1UP USA hitch mounted platform rack with you today. The reason I'm doing this YouTube video is because I'm so impressed with this thing. I want to tell other people about it. And I also realize that when I look for bike parts and bikes and things related to cycling, I always jump on YouTube to see how other people have experienced these products and see if I can gain any information from them. So now it's my chance to give back. I'm going to start reviewing some things I find helpful, maybe some things I find that are annoying. But anyway, I know that videos, the shorter the better, so I'm going to try and move through this as quick as I can, which is easy to do because this rack mounts so quickly. So let me throw it on my car real quick and I'll tell you a little bit more about it. I have a 2015 Chevy Trax, which I also love. It's got a factory mounted hitch. It's 1 1/4, I think they say. This hitch, by the way, can't tow. Chevy says I can't tow with this, but I can put it. They call it an accessory mounting hitch, which means you can put a bike rack on it. So anyway, super simple. 1UP. Take this, put it in there. I have a piece of red tape marked how far I need to insert it. Let me pause for a minute. The reason I did this is because they recommend 4 inches, no less than 2 inches insertion into the hitch because of this ball. How this secures to your car, this ball pushes up against your hitch. That's what holds it in place firmly. So this ball has to be firmly, needs to have a nice home inside your hitch here. So I put a piece of tape here to remind me where this thing stops. It also keeps it off my car. So I'm going to insert it to my mark, which is my little piece of red tape. Once I got it where the red tape is, you take the supplied Allen wrench, which has a security hole in it. This keeps people from stealing it, although you can get a lock for this thing to lock it to your car if you want to. All you do is you tighten it about 5 turns, cinch it down. Now it's on the car, done. I'm going to put that in my pocket. Right now it's in the loading position. When you're not using it, simply fold it up. It's all the way in its fully vertical unloaded position. It does not hit my bumper. I can scoot it out more if I want more clearance, but I wanted to get it in as close to the car as I can, so I got like 1 inch or so between my car and the rack. Will not hit my car. Nice and snug, up out of the way, no one's going to trip on it. I'm going to add a few more reflective tapes here to make it a little more visible at night. I'm a firefighter by trade and we love reflective tape. So it's on my car. It's in the storage position. Let's put a bike on it. Let's see how easy this thing works. By the way, it's got this semi-vertical position for more clearance. It's got the loading position. This is where the bikes are going to go. And it has a tilt position, which we'll talk about later. Well, let's put it in the loading position. As a tip, I never saw anybody do this on YouTube, but it's my own little tip. I measured out where I want the rear tire to be concerning this arm. So I have a little R for road and a little M for mountain. So all I need to do is, I'm going to lift up this arm. I'm going to open it past my mark. And now I'm going to move it forward till it's on the R for road. That's where my back tire is going to go. Oh, I got to open the other side first. Excuse me. Okay, front tire goes in, back tire goes in. I smashed the rear tire up against the roller. Now all I have to do is smash this arm up against the front tire and I'm in. Thing ain't going anywhere. The reason I put these hash marks in is now when you look at the bike from the rear of the car, there's equal amount of tire hanging off the right and left side of the car, which means wind that's coming off the car is going to hit the bike equally on both sides. I don't like the front tire sticking out, the back tire sticking out. It's totally centered in the back of the car for wind resistance. Also, this just looks nicer. So that's why I did that. So it's on the car. Now let's say you want to get it in your trunk while it's on the car. put it in the tilt position. Tilt it. Totally get into my car. Super easy. Shut the door. Put the bike up. Ready to go. Something else. I had a thought. What else you can do with this thing? Let me lower it. I'm going to flip this wheel around. I'm going to put my Presta valve down here, because I had this thought too. You show up for your group ride, you're like, oh shoot, the ride's leaving in 5 minutes and I forgot to put air in my tires. While it's on the car, you can inflate your tires. And you know what? If I had this thing flipped around the other way with the front tire over here, I could sit here and lube my chain before I go on my group ride. I can probably even do a little bit of light mechanics while it's sitting on the car. That's awesome. Okay, so we're done road biking for today. We're going to take our road bike off. I'm trying to move quickly so you don't get bored. Hang with me, folks. Here, let's do this. This is my single speed 29er mountain bike. It's a medium-sized frame. I'm going to move my little hatchback in. I put it on M for mountain. We're in. We just went from road to mountain. We went from 700C wheels to 29-inch wheels with 2.2 tires. Didn't have to change a thing. Because I got my little mark here, I just put it on the mark, throw it in. I'm done. Some other racks I considered. I strongly considered the Thelma 2 because I wanted to haul 2 bikes, and that one was cost effective for 2 bikes. Here's the thing though, you look on their Ceres website, can't haul 27.5, can't haul fat bikes. This can haul fat bikes. You change this roller with a spacer kit from 1UP, you can put a fat bike in here. You can put a kid's bike in here. You can put, I don't know, think of something. You can put anything in here. Just, you can get creative. You can move this roller up and down this arm, which means you can go down to a 16-inch tire if you really wanted to. You can add, here's the other thing, you can get an add-on tray. This is only 1 bike. Get an add-on tray, it goes right on here. There's other videos for people doing that. Put a second bike, put a third tray, 3rd bikes, up to 3 bikes off this thing. Yeah, it's pricey. It's the most expensive 1 bike rack there is. But it's solid. It's all stainless steel and aluminum. There's not a bit of plastic on this thing except for these little knobs right here. When this tracker wears out, you can buy a new one for $9. It's solid, it's lightweight. You can leave it on your car. You can lock it if you want to. You can lock the bike to the rack if you want to. You can work on your bike while it's on the rack. You can fold the bike out of the way. It's just, of all the racks I've seen, I've been cycling for 20 years, this is the best rack, most versatile rack, most solidly built rack I've ever seen. It's lifetime warranty. I think they even replace it if somebody steals it, which is amazing. In all my years of cycling, I could never find a rack I liked. I don't like roof-mounted racks. I don't like plastic on my racks. I don't like racks that hang from the top tube. I don't like anything touching my frame. So that leaves you with a handful of racks. There's the Quik-Rack, the Thelma 2, a couple racks by Ceres. But when you compare these to those, this thing is just way better. It is more expensive. It's more expensive, but you know what? I'm riding a single speed with, XT cranks, XT brakes, carbon seat tube, carbon handlebar. I mean, I'm not afraid to spend a little money for things I like carbon handlebars. So just think of it this way. Yeah, it's more pricey, but in the same way that you would upgrade your bike with like a carbon handlebar or a carbon seat post, upgrade your rack to one of these, man. It's worth the money, I'm telling you. Alright, I said I wouldn't go long. I have no idea how long I've gone. Probably too long. I'll show you one more thing, two more things, and then I'm done. When you don't want this on your car and you want to store it, this is the box they shipped it to me in. Look at this thing. It's about the size of a skateboard. This fits in here. These arms fold up. Goes in here. Put it on a shelf. Put it under your bed. So stowable. Much easier than trying to, you know, like a Quik or a Ceres that's got like 3 or 4 bike trays on it. Trying to store that thing. What a pain in the butt that is. One more thing. I just want to show you, I have a 6-year-old daughter. I'm trying to get her off training wheels. Haven't succeeded yet. If I move these are 16-inch wheels. If I move these rollers down to here, you can see that this thing would fit. If I move these rollers down, this thing will hold a 16-inch bike. It'll hold a 16-inch bike, I think even 12-inch wheels. All the way up to a fat bike, man, with 5-inch tires. That's crazy. This is a rack that can grow with you. You got a through axle, you got a quick release, you got a rear through axle, you got disc brakes. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. This will hold it, man. Any bike you get, this will hold it. Downhill bike, enduro bike, road bike, don't matter. All right, I've said enough. One Up USA rack. OneUpUSA.com. I'm just a regular guy telling you how awesome it is. Thanks.